Hi, I'm Taylor.
And I'm Ryan.
And welcome to the Tailgate. Ryan, we have some beef to squash.
Beef?
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. We have a salmon salad we are squashing because today we are leaning into a fall kind of / summer seasonal salad where we will be grilling some salmon that we will season very well, but we have all this beautiful produce because we got to go to the farmer's market yesterday, and the big thing that was in the farmer's market was the eggplant, the squash, all that. We are in Nashville, so we have a pretty good selection of produce in our farmer's market, but right now eggplants and squash, that's the deal. So we decided to take the grill. We're gonna grill some salmon, grill some veg. We got to prep a bunch of veg, but it is a charred salad, meaning we are using this rainbow charred.
Yes.
Rainbow chard. That one was the least rainbow. That was the least rainbow one. The least rainbow of the rainbow chards.
Actually, it's the most rainbow because it was like all of the colors of the rainbow.
Right. But we have some more pretty colors on there. We also got some of these butter stick squashes.
We do.
That's what they're called. We have some of these ping tongue eggplants.
Yes, we do.
Oh, so much. We haven't decided if we're using the Italian eggplant, but I mean, why not? We got eggplant. And then this is a caserta squash, I believe. I didn't know what it was, but we saw it was pretty, and it's a squash, which just like other squashes is creamy and mild and is going to be amazing on the grill.
Saw it. Pretty squash. Got it.
So,
and yeah, it's squash gourd eggplant season over here. Eggplant's not a gourd; it's a berry. Is that correct? Am I correct? Isn't that a something?
Yeah, it's a berry. Yeah, eggplant is a berry. It is not a gourd.
So we have some long berries.
Part of the nightshade family. So Ryan's getting the grill started. I gotta start chopping some of these.
And we also have Tennessee versus Georgia. Currently, it is
because we are the tailgate. We got to talk about the sports.
Yes, we got to talk about.
Got to talk about our sports.
Tennessee at Georgia. Currently, it is at halftime, 17-21. It's at home, so Tennessee's that 21, and they're.
Can everybody hear us okay? Let us know if you can hear us okay, because I realize our microphones are still on the charger. But you know, if everyone can hear us okay, we're great.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
You know,
if
you can't hear us, great, or there's any
let us know how you feel, and welcome to the Tailgate Saturday show on FoodTokTV, because you know we're always tailgating something even when there aren't sports on, but you know right now sports are on, right? Oh, he says right, and he knows this because y'all, last night was this man's birthday. I mean, the entire day was his birthday.
And today's Tennessee and Georgia.
And today's Tennessee and Georgia, so you got to respect the man for showing up to the tailgate today.
I'm here. That's what I'm going to promise you. That I'm here, and you're here. So let's be here together.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get some
which y'all
on that grill.
Welcome in. Tap the screens. Be sure you are following FoodTokTV. My name's Taylor. I'm also known as the Mustard Queen. I'm here on Saturdays with my husband Ryan. You can find him at Getting It In with Ryan. Hello. Happy belated, Ryan. Oh, you're getting some emotes. Hello, Kaz. Hello, everyone. Everyone's wishing you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Melissa Mert is in here. Kaz is in here. Y'all, we got a huge cast on FoodTokTV. We are always in each other's lives on FoodTokTV. Be sure you give them a follow, because if they're part of FoodTokTV, there's a reason. There is a reason.
Thank you guys for the love, and frankly, I like being a part of this because there's so much of it around here. Like everybody on Food Talk that I've met personally and interacted with, there's just so much love.
So right now, because of our farmer's market visit, we're working with the squash and the eggplant, because that's what it was. And you know, Ryan and I used to go to the farmer's market on Saturdays, but now we do our cooking show on Saturdays. It's not always feasible, but we got to go yesterday to this fun farmer's market. These are butter stick squashes. I decided to score them like this, though. Even though Ryan will be giving them some char marks, I'm going to be giving my own marks. What do you think, Ryan?
I think so.
Did you see it? Did you see how I cut it?
Oh, I love it.
And this is just where we're going to throw all of our veggies that we're going to go on the grill. So what we are doing, we're going to be prepping first. We have some veggies that are going on the grill. We have this beautiful rainbow chard that's going to be grilled, and we're going to grill the stems as well. We also have this is the caserta I didn't do enough research into the squash, except for the fact that I can treat it like other squashers.
And I have some applewood. Sorry I didn't have any peachwood for you Georgia fans.
Yeah, no peachwood for y'all Georgia
I'm
fans.
from Georgia, but I come up here where, you know, I currently
Hey
am
everyone,
now.
hey Kyle, hey Babs, hello, hello. The butter stick squash, which y'all, does it not look like a butter stick? Does it not look like a butter stick? Oh man, and we're not even using everything that we got to use from our farmer's market trip. And so we're almost thinking with the tailgate, why not use just what the farmer's market has to offer? I love these seasonal options. Right now, the Tennessee-Georgia game is at halftime, which is why Ryan is so relaxed right now.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And it's pretty cool that we're actually tailgating with you on this tailgate. We're tailgating a game that we care about. You may not, but you should.
Oh yeah, we spent all summer long tailgating things like the planetary parade.
Now we're tailgating actual football, and you know we didn't even have to drive down to Knoxville to do it.
Right, because we are in Nashville, even though we are Vols fans. We are in Nashville.
We are.
So going to a game would be a little bit of a drive for us.
College game days in Knoxville, so you're lucky you got us right now.
Right.
Really lucky you have us.
Everyone's giving you the birthday love. We love it. Thank you. One of the things we got to do yesterday, we went to this, what was it called? Show Pizza. SHO Pizza was the pizza brand, or the restaurant name. Show Pizza and Grill. And it was one of those where I saw a viral video on TikTok of this Caesar salad, y'all. And typically when we see viral videos of food that makes us want to go visit a restaurant, it's nowhere near us. It's nowhere near us. But this Caesar salad, 13-minute drive. 13-minute drive. So we got to do that. I got to go to a place and order a menu item just because it was viral on TikTok for the very first time. Very beautiful feeling. I did kind of cut in the edges a little bit. I wasn't looking to do that, but you know, cut the squash, not my fingers, right? And then these right here, these are ping tung eggplants. So these are named after a Taiwan city, which is ping tung, but it's in one word. Oftentimes as a squash though, ping tung will be split separately. So when it's named, anything in Taiwan, when it's named after the city, it can't be the name of the city. It can't be spelled the exact same way as the city with Taiwan things. And that is why we have very weird spellings of sriracha. Oh man, that was a terrible cut, but we got it opened. It's fine. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna score some more just because I think it's pretty. I think when we're getting time to set this up as a salad, we'll dice them up more, but this is just our grilling motion here. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I just want to tease you folks with our
salmon.
Our salmon. We got some big, thick chunks of salmon going on over here. They're setting out right now. Why are they setting out? Because we just pulled them out of the refrigerator. We want them to set at room temperature just for a little bit before we put them on the grill. Why do we want to do that?
Oh, we have such a thing about this with wanting to set the salmon at room temperature. So sometimes when you're cooking salmon, it will kind of, I don't want to call it bleed, but it will kind of ooze of the white stuff, right? You know what I'm talking about with the salmon, where it starts oozing the white? And it's not harmful. It's not wrong, you know? What was the name?
I know it, but then I forget it because we don't do a lot of salmon. So, you know.
Albumin.
Albumin. Yeah, it was albumin.
And it's kind of like how we treat myoglobin in steaks, right? Like it's not blood, just like that white. Yes, it's technically a protein, but it's not the fat.
Right.
And sometimes people say that, you know, if that cooks out, then your salmon's overcooked. But that's not always the case. It's just that that white albumin can just be an indicator that it's overcooked, because that's one of the reasons it leaches out like that. And it's just a response to like the flakiness, like the fleshy part of it. It's just like constricting a lot.
Yep.
And so what we're doing by making sure that it's at room temperature, because when things are cold and immediately put on the grill, it's going to constrict,
Yeah,
right?
It's already tight, and then.
But
it's
if
like,
it's already warmed
good
up a
force.
little and then we heat it up, it's not going to have that constriction so much. So
that's what we're going for here. We don't want to squeeze out any juice. We want all the juices in it that we can have, and if it's got juices coming out, like it's not got all the
good to
juices
know.
in it can
Sky
have.
is gorgeous.
So-
Yeah. But in the same thing too, because it is constricting, you know, that's why like some of that white leaches out. It can mean that it's overcooked, right? It can mean that's why it's leaching out. It's because it's overcooked. But it's not always the case. You can't look at a salmon and see it leaching the albumin out and go, hey, that's an overcooked salmon. No. They could have not packed the salmon dry completely. They could have not let the salmon go to room temperature, or they could have actually overcooked it.
Cheryl says that she does it all. She cooks salmon all the time, probably like 4 times a week for her mom.
Love that. Oh, I love that.
And but it does it all the time with the albumin coming out of the salmon.
With the albumin coming out, and it's natural. It's gonna happen. You know, it's going to happen sometimes. But there's just a lot of different factors that contribute to it. You know, I just want y'all to know that you didn't do anything wrong just because it came out. It could also mean that that particular piece of salmon just had a lot of it. You know, there was just a lot to come out. You don't know what those salmons were eating or doing before it ended up in your refrigerator, right? Right? So we're just employing a couple of techniques to try and reduce it. But even if it happens, it's fine. It's fine. My thing is, though, is that often people see that and think that it's indicative of a chef not knowing what they're doing, but sometimes it's the salmon. Sometimes it's the salmon's fault. And guys, if you're not following FoodTokTV, you absolutely should. There are live cooking shows daily on this channel. Ryan and I are on Saturdays at 4 p.m. Central. Typically, our neighbor was mowing the lawn for our elderly neighbor over here.
And Red Wagon.
Oh, Red Wagon's in here. Hello. Y'all, if you are not part of our bulletin board, you should be, because we'll randomly send out recipes, which all of the recipes that we cook on FoodTokTV Live end up on the FoodTokTV webpage, right? But we've been using our bulletin boards lately to share like some of those just extra special recipes. And Red Wagon Bakery had this like cookie recipe on there. Oh.
Cheryl says like she eats it that way and likes it, but Cheryl doesn't want to see that if she can avoid it.
Right.
So like that's a good, you know, that's the thing. We oftentimes will dry brine our salmon, or we'll wet brine our salmon.
A brine can absolutely help reduce that.
Put
Absolutely.
it on a rack and let it dry out at. This sounds counterintuitive, but let it dry out at room temperature with a fan over it before you cook it, and you want to see it. We call it a pellicle. When we smoke salmon, we always do a pellicle, and it's kind of like a
Yeah, we're
thin
grilling
roll.
salmon, we're not smoking the salmon.
It's
So
like
we
a-
have a different process when we're smoking.
It's like a salt protein membrane over the top of the salmon that holds all that in, and you want to be very gentle. You know, if we're doing like a whole
Y'all need an umbrella. Yes, we
fillet.
do. This is our first time wearing the sunglasses on the
yes,
show.
yeah. We
Just
got our
because we were
shades.
watching some replays, and like most of it was just me being like, because the sun is right there.
Yeah, we got our shades because, you know,
Yeah.
we got a deal.
Yeah, we're trying it. We'll see how we like it. Right now, I'm not used to wearing glasses, so I'm always pushing them up. But I did see a question about what I am cutting right now. This is a ping tongue eggplant. A ping tongue eggplant. And P-I-N-G space T-U-N-G is the eggplant. Now this is an eggplant, like the name comes from the Taiwan city Pingtung. Pingtung is spelled as one word, and Taiwan has a law where if you're naming something after a city, you can't name it as the exact same thing as that city. And that is actually why we have so many weird spellings of sriracha. You know, so if you ever feel silly for not knowing how to spell sriracha, it's okay. They're all made up anyway, because it is not the C space Racha that is the actual city in Taiwan. All right, got a few more of these. I wasn't planning on scoring all of them because we were wanting like a quick show today.
Yeah, we
if
want
y'all
a
are
quick
new to
show.
Food Talk TV, Ryan and I are not known for our quick shows.
Not known for our quick
We have a
shows.
lot of shows on Food Talk TV during the week that are known for their quick shows. There's a
Yes.
lot of recipes that are 30-minute meals. We are not those people. I'm so sorry.
We're known
I'm so
for,
sorry.
You know, dragging things out over the grill because, I mean, kind of that's what we love to do, but also because the grill is temperamental sometimes. So, you know, you just got to go with the
Right?
flow
When you
over
work
here.
in the outdoors, you sometimes have to deal with outdoor elements.
You gotta go with it. You gotta go with the flow, and sometimes you just gotta let life flow through you, man.
Let life flow through you.
Stop trying to control it all. Just let it flow through you, and live with it and be with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, it works. It works. I promise. So I'm gonna oil them up a little bit, and then I'm gonna shut this puppy, and then we're just gonna let this puppy.
Love your style. Hey, Des. What's up? And then Planting Plants is in here wanting to know what we're doing. And we are making a chard salad. And salmon is going to be our protein of choice. We are going to be grilling some chard along with the stems. And so we're just preparing our produce that's going to go on here. Look, I was trying to chop this in half and didn't curve with it. Look how funny this is going to be on the grill. It's going to be so funny.
It looks like a submarine. It's a submarine aubergine.
It's a submarine aubergine.
Submarine aubergine.
That's amazing.
We
and y'all
all live in a purple submarine aubergine.
Aubergine. So aubergine, in case you were not aware, and we didn't know this until we saw an episode of Archer, because rather than calling them eggplants, he would call them aubergines. And so in every serious conversation about the eggplant, it would be aubergine. It's an aubergine. But aubergine is the British English for the word. Americans use eggplant. This one's going to be a hard one to score, but I'll do my best here. I want to score the eggplant, not my fingers. Thank you so much for being here, and we appreciate you hanging out. If you want to share the live, that helps Al Gore and his rhythm know that we have a lot of friends in here that like to hang out with us while we're making this chard salmon salad. And one thing, if you don't know this about me and Ryan, we love our grilled salads.
Love.
Lettuce on the grill, absolutely phenomenal.
Love
Chard
our
is one of
grilled
those that can be seen as a very like bitter, unenjoyable thing raw, and a lot of times people will cook them down like greens. But what we are doing is, because we are enjoying the chard as a salad, we're gonna chard the chard to where it's gonna cook out some of that bitterness, but it's still gonna retain some of that like lettuce.
October Dragonfly asks, how is the party going?
How is the party going?
You're looking at it.
You're looking at the party. Scoring some eggplants. Which, now that I think about it, guys, now that I think about this, I was thinking about something that would be fun and entertaining for the group, and, you know, thinking about produce that is widely celebrated at the farmer's market yesterday. Eggplant was the thing. I only just now thought about how inappropriate this is.
October says you're beautiful.
Aww.
I agree, October. I 100% agree.
You both are beautiful. You're beautiful, October Dragonfly. Which she is on every other Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. So you can catch her next Sunday on Food Talk TV at 6 p.m. Central. But go ahead and follow her, because she does a bunch of her own content. And I'm living for Tiny Garden Tuesday right now.
So,
Like, she had the best Tiny Garden Tuesday this past Tuesday, I think.
Cuddlebug asks, what are we making today?
We are making a chard salad. Salmon is our protein today, but we're gonna chard.
Chard.
This is the one I was curious about whether or not it would be good, because it is a little soft. It did get a little soft around the
and it was pregnant.
things. What do you think about that? Oh, it's pregnant?
It's pregnant. Yeah, I don't think we should. I don't know. You tell. Is it okay?
I'm not gonna score it. That feels
I'm
wrong.
not gonna score. Yeah, like that feels wrong.
Whatever.
We might grill it, but we're not gonna score it.
It'll be fine.
That'll be the experiment.
Yeah, there we go. And those were all of my ping tong eggplants. This is a variety from Taiwan. Ping tong.
And they're gonna go slap down on the grill. I think. What are we gonna toss them in a little oil or something?
Oh yeah, oil, and then we're gonna use some of Kunchi seasoning. And now, how am I gonna cut this? Am I just chopping to rounds?
You know,
or am I just cutting in half and doing grill marks?
You can chop that into rounds, I think. because I think that's gonna be the best way to handle that puppy. Thick rounds.
Yeah.
Thick.
Which I did look and see like how the skin was on here, and I think I did see a couple of people using the skin. But because we're grilling, I am okay using the skin as like a protectant, right? If I were cooking, sauteing on my stove, I may peel the skin, not for the grill. So you think rounds, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, y'all let me know in the comments. Tell me how you want me to cut that. I've never cut into one of these before. It's just a squash I saw at the market. I'm just a girl with the farmer's market.
What the farmer's market, y'all? So we're gonna, I think around a half an inch, which like if you're, if you're not from this country, you probably know what that is. 1.2, 1.25 centimeters, maybe, or even.
Are they half moons or rounds? I know at least we want to take this
I
part.
think they're round. I think they got to be round.
Ah, this felt very zucchini.
3/4 of an inch. That's like 1.9, almost 2 centimeters. So 1.25 to 2 centimeters thick, or 1.5 to 3/4 thick.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's pretty much that. So try to look out for you guys that use correct measuring systems, unlike we do here in this country.
Yeah, well, most of our systems are just like, I don't know, does it look good?
Does it look good? Yeah, but how many inches? How many yards is he short? Football.
Oh no.
Football.
Which, are we still in halftime?
We
Y'all
are.
let us know if
We
you are
not
watching
in
a game right now.
We're in halftime anymore.
Is there a
Let me go
college
check.
game that y'all are into right now? Because Ryan is being so sweet by being out here with this cooking show with us, while Georgia is playing Tennessee, the UT Vols, and that's a little bit of a rivalry.
No, we have like 8-something minutes left in the third quarter.
8-something minutes
It is
left.
still 17
right.
to 21 with Georgia trailing Tennessee. Tennessee being at home.
Des says happy birthday.
Thank you, Daz. And if something cool happens, I don't know, we might do something with this bucket. If not, we're just gonna stick it up here like a bucket.
Let's work on this Swiss chard, but then also I want to get some lemons cut in half because we are going to use some for the dressing. But if you have been to the tailgate before, then you understand that Ryan and I enjoy the grilled lemons. That's the thing we do. We are grilled lemon people.
And so what are we going to be throwing on the grill first?
Oh, so I think we need to start with the chard.
I think so too. I agree.
And we decided on the seasoning that we're going to be using for the salmon and for this dish. We're using the Tropical Zinger by Cooking with Kunchi. Cooking with Kunchi is one of the creators on FoodTokTV, and he has this amazing spice blend. You can use whatever rub you like. We like this one because there's like orange peel and rosemary and chili powder, so it's like a very citrusy kind of heat. There's also a good amount of salt, but just whatever you like. So we're going to dust it like this. Now, having it completely bare will be fine because the natural sugars and the lemon juice are going to caramelize. This will be our first time actually seasoning it.
Babsy says that's all that's on TV right now is football.
Football!
And
I know, right?
Yeah, she said football. She
Let's,
didn't just say
let's
football.
watch a TikTok cooking show to get away from the football, and then you guys swing to us, and we're like, football!
How about we just watch both at the same time? Like that's
There you go.
my beautiful world that I imagine. But Babsy is watching Tennessee and Georgia right now, and Tennessee is up. Babsy, instead of being, we don't have a lot of stuff to time here. Instead of being the de facto timer, could you give us game updates?
Oh, game updates. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, like that would be really awesome if this is something you're into.
So when you buy the chard,
Oh, Georgia got a touchdown. Crap.
hey, let us know in the comments if you're a Georgia, a UT Tennessee fan, or whatever fan you are.
Yeah.
So when you buy this, the first thing with the rainbow chard, the first thing that's going to dry out is the end. So of course we're going to chop this up. Now with the chard though, it's kind of compromised of two different things here because we have the leafy green here. It's kind of more like a tough spinach, if that makes sense. Swiss rainbow chard, this is in the same plant family as sugar beets. So that will help you understand maybe the little sweetness of it, but with that kind of flavor of beets that makes it earthy. So this is going to be a more earthy, harder kind of spinach. Meanwhile, the stems are kind of going to taste like sweetened celery with that earthiness that you get from beets over there. So we're actually going to grill the stems and these separately. So these will stay fairly firm on their own thing. These have already been washed and patted dry. So you do want to do that. Now, this can also be described as a bitter food here with the Swiss chard. So if you're one that's like not really a fan of the bitter foods, and you know, bitter foods, they are an acquired taste. So even if you're not a fan of them now, you might be later. You know. But if you're not a fan of the bitterness, you've had Swiss chard before and you don't trust that it will be a flavor you like, you can actually blanch these ahead of time. And that will help get rid of some of that like harsh bitterness flavors. Now, typically when I'm working with bitter greens, I am working with brassicas because I am the mustard queen, right? And I work with brassicas. Mustard is a brassica, and they all have a very similar like bitterness type of thing. This is kind of like a different, earthier bitterness. So it's kind of weird that I'm having such discussions about this type of leafy vegetable, because typically I stick with brassicas because that's what I know. I'm the mustard queen. Brassica queen, basically. Hey Jessica, how are you? I'm a fan of whatever Ryan's a fan of. I love it. Oh Jessica, I did know that you were a Chiefs fan. I could just tell. Georgia got a touchdown. I love it. I know Ryan's going in there, and bless him for even wanting to do the show today. I was like, dude, you can take the day off, but he's like, we need the salmon salad. And plus we had such a fun day at the farmer's market yesterday, of course. So when we got this chard, like one of the first things I was thinking of as far as chard recipes, for some reason I was reminded of watermelon rind. Because watermelon rind, it does come from, you know, the watermelon, but the rind itself is praised as a snack because people will pickle it. And that's kind of what I thought of this. And there's so many recipes online of pickled stems from the Swiss rainbow chard. And so one of these days, like sometime soon, next time we're at the farmer's market, I'm gonna get more chard, but I want to pickle it. I love pickling things. I have had pickled blueberries before. Those are one of my favorite things to whip out on charcuterie plates. You can even pickle the greens too. There's so many different things you can do. But the main reason why people manipulate Swiss chard is because, you know, it's naturally bitter. If you are one, like as we get older, as humans get older, we lose our taste buds, meaning that we're more accepting of bitter foods. So if this is something that you just haven't tried it in a few years, give it a shot, you know? Maybe you finally adjusted to it. It's, that's part of my TED Talk of how ketchup kids become mustard adults. Which TED Talk, if you're listening, I'm available. I have a whole thing ready for you about ketchup kids and mustard adults. It's almost like I'm really obsessed with content that hates ketchup and loves mustard. Oh wait, because I am. You can find my handle, ketchup is garbage, but my moniker, or like my stage name, is Mustard Queen.
Oh no, Diaz Quince is for dogs.
Boo, he's for the dog, boo!
There's a Diaz Quince. There's a reason
course.
we're not.
Which even though I make
There's
content,
a reason we're not cooking hot dogs today.
not cooking hot dogs today.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Or
It's
little
okay.
little weenies, as I prefer to call them.
Y'all are so welcome at our barbecue, even if you are Georgia fans.
Yeah, even if you are Georgia, we all, you know, we all love. Yeah.
One of my favorite compliments people will give me on my own account with the whole Mustard Queen, ketchup is garbage, is people will say, you know what, I love ketchup. Or people will say, you know what, I hate mustard, but I still love your content. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huge compliment.
You gotta find that love.
Yeah, so the stems of the rainbow chard are going to be like a sweetened celery with a little earthiness, like a beet.
Beatiness, yeah,
little
yeah,
beatiness.
yeah, for sure.
He got the beets, he got the beets, he's got the beets.
And we got this grill, and it's popping like, you know, probably about 425 degrees right now, and it's really not smoking too much, which tells me like this thing is ready to do some grilling. So
Yeah, the rest of our prep is going to go with our fresh salad, so I think this is all the prep that we need for like the grilled portion of it.
yeah, we don't have too much.
Cause like, see what I did? How I kind of separate these.
I love it, and we're gonna be,
You know,
we're gonna be getting these puppies on, and we're gonna be flipping them we're gonna grill these.
Oh, these can be part of your. So we need to season and oil this if you want to start on this.
Yes, yes. I got to be careful when I put those charts in so they don't slip through the grill grate. So maybe we'll put them not in there. Or I could use the veggie basket, but I think I got a lot of
veggie basket for these, not for these.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, let me check on that.
But I really do want to try the recipe where we pickle these soon. I really want to try pickling these. Love all the vegetables. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now this one, the leaves are kind of but there you go. Leaves and stems will be grilled separately because they're almost like a separate thing at this point, because like these are going to take a little bit longer to grill, but they also have a completely different flavor. But if you're not a fan of these kind of greens, like you can also like slice these up and saute. You can like cut these down almost like you would like a diced onion or something like that. Dice this up and like cook them with greens. Just like continue sauteing it in the pan until it gets bone dry. It takes a long time, but you can make it. I, on the other hand, am okay with some of the bitterness flavors in here, just because I am the mustard queen. I'm used to bitter flavors.
Tay did go to the farmer's market, and what do we got here? It's kind of hard to see the name, but was born in Crossville, Tennessee.
Oh, was born in Crossville. Cool. That's near us. Like,
very
kind of
sunny out here, so it's kind of hard.
We're in Nashville, so like
shout out, but
everything's at least 30 minutes out.
Whoop, Crossville, you are in Orange Country. You know, I hope you're doing the right thing over there.
All right, gonna sprinkle in some of this tropical zinger seasoning, whatever seasoning blend you like. This is made by Kunchi, who's one of FoodTokTV's creators. I like this one because there's like chili powder and
I like
orange peel and rosemary.
Yes,
you like what I did with that? And I got some of the zinger.
And I'm gonna go ahead and throw those guys on there so they can just do their thing.
This is fun. I love this new shallow bowl we got. Not only do you guys get to see everything in there, but I get to like get more.
And that's why we have aprons.
That's why we have
right
aprons,
there.
people.
Exactly, like, you know, if you don't have an apron, you know, don't do that unless you just want to get your clothes dirty.
And I don't really need to add salt because the seasoning does have a good amount of salt.
So we're gonna zing in it. We're gonna zing.
Or tropical zinger. So this will be a salmon salad that we're grilling. We're grilling the salmon. We're ready for the salmon to come out to season that, because everything else is ready for the grill except for the salmon.
Yes, I am ready. I mean, we need a little bowl for the charred pieces. If you want to grab that for us. But we got our grill set at about 425 over here. I just put our lemons on it. We've kind of opened it up now, and now it's time to do some grilling. So I got these veggies, and we're definitely going to be grilling them. But I think we were aspiring to grill our chard first, right, Taylor? I think we're aspiring to grill our chard first, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So we're gonna do that. Are we coating it with any kind of oil or anything? Are we like, what are we? Are we doing anything?
I think I might do like a spray oil on it. You know?
A spray. Ooh, that.
I'm almost thinking like the spray oil might actually
yeah.
be the smartest move here.
That sounds pretty. That sounds very intuitive. Oh, and yes, we do have our salmon. These are our salmons that we're gonna grill. I think, if I'm correct, we're gonna be putting some avocado oil on the skin side of them, and we're just gonna be grilling them skin side down only. We're not flipping them. We're not going for grill marks. We're probably gonna. This is gonna be, you know, maybe the last thing that we grill. So we're gonna be going for some, you know, smoky grill marks on it, and we're only gonna grill it till it's flaky.
Oh crap! This is mosquito spray. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's canola.
Scared me.
Wouldn't you have smelled
Who's ever tried canola for mosquitoes? Anybody? Yeah, I just like a little spritz. I don't think it needs to be oiled down. I don't think it needs to be too soggy or laden
right,
with
just
oil.
spritz.
You know?
putting on the spritz.
Now, do I put this back inside or keep it out
Oh, we
here?
gotta season it.
Okay,
So let's season
I'm
that.
just going to set it to the side out here.
To where I'm not giving that a spray down as well. But we are gonna brush the bottom of it with the grapeseed oil. Just the skin because we're looking for the crispy skin. And you know what? I'm gonna take some of this stem out. You can tell when it's different just because it's gonna be way more tough. Y'all, welcome in. Thank you for joining us on FoodTokTV. FoodTokTV goes live every single day of the week. Monday through Friday, there are multiple shows throughout the week. This is the Tailgate on Saturday. I'm the mustard queen. That's my husband, Ryan, and I am grateful that he is here and not paying attention to the Tennessee-Georgia game. Because we've been doing Tailgate for over a year now, and so, or almost a year now. And
I'll tell you, I've been paying way less attention than I should.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
I know, all right, but you know, that's what we do. We got to do our thing.
And it's also his motivation for us having a quicker show today.
We're not gonna, we want a quicker show, and we're not getting too emotionally attached to the game because
not emotionally attached.
That's when we
That's
get
how you
into,
save your weekend.
That's
oh,
when
why
we
am I
get into
squinting?
those dips in life. It's when we get too emotionally attached to the game, and you root for a team that's classically been not so great.
I will never forget though that one Georgia game though.
We got some lemons.
Oh, some lemons! Oh, look at that!
A little zinger on them.
Little zinger.
Too. A little bit of zinger.
We
on
typically
them.
don't season the lemons when we grill them, but when you do this too, especially for like salad dressings and stuff, you get a lot more juice out of it. But if you just want to replicate that without grilling, you can just microwave your lemons for like 5-10 seconds, and then before you slice it, so that way it will all the juice will release from the lemon. All right, what are we grilling first?
I think we're grilling the chard first, right? That's what we decided on?
Yes, we are grilling the chard first.
Cool. That's
so,
what we'll do.
Am I taking the phone now?
Yeah, you take the phone. Yeah,
right,
you watch that thing, and I've not got any kind
Hi, it's me watching that thing.
Comments in here to field as of late. Oh, we have the little the umbrella, yeah.
Oh yeah, this little
umbrella.
phone umbrella. Phone umbrella.
The phone umbrella. Yes. So yeah, we're just gonna lay these chards down, and we're gonna I'm gonna throw a couple on here. I'm not gonna go all in yet. I'm gonna test.
Yeah, we just needed a light grill, but we still want it to be lettuce,
and I
right?
want a place to.
We don't want it completely wilted.
And so we strategically placed. I don't know if Taylor told you. We strategically got some Georgia pink red. Emphasis on the pink. And then we got some down up underneath it. We got some some sunburst orangish yellow ones for Tennessee. So we have a little bit of a visual representation of what's going on in the current game that we're dealing with. And I'm just going to kind of flip them a little bit. We want a little bit of char on our chard, and we want a little bit of wilt, but we don't want to just smother them over here. So that's kind of what we're going for. So we like our high heat right now. We got a really high heat on the grill at this point, and we're trying to utilize that to get this charred.
Look how bright green it is after grilling.
Yes, it is. It's almost like blanching.
But it goes from bright green to char real quick.
Yeah, it goes to char real quick. So do I have a thing to put it in?
That was the thing. You need to go grab one real quick.
Okay.
Ryan has to necesito mucho andale for a bowl, so that way, because we are trying to grill the lettuce and not wilt, and with lettuce, that happens very quickly. Very quickly. So whenever you're grilling things, especially things that are temperamental like this, it's good to have a good cop, bad cop, right? Like, I'm going to be the one telling Ryan to pull it, and he'll be telling me not ready.
That was the first piece, so we got a little crispies on that one. But
we also do have some mixed greens that are going to go with this, so it does get the salad feel.
Yeah, we want it to be dry-ish. Yeah, we do have some mixed greens over there. We want it to be dry-ish. We want it to be a little bit charred, pun intended. And,
because it's a charred salad.
It's a charred salad. So that's kind of what we got out of our first round.
Thank you so much for following us.
Let's see if we can... Maybe we can do better. I don't know. Maybe that's great. Who knows? We're gonna figure it out though. Right here today for you. Figuring it out.
B. Adams sent a heart me. Thank you. Y'all, if you have not gotten your daily Heart Me's, this is the only show you're going to have a chance to get a Heart Me on. Monday through Friday, we have like 2 to 3 shows per day. So you've got multiple chances. Oh my goodness, what is that?
So we've been
Thank you!
We've been grilling
Thank
greens.
you, B. Adams.
We've been grilling greens for quite a while over here, haven't we?
Oh yeah, no, we have so many salads on FoodTokTV where it's grilled lettuce.
Yes.
I think my favorite has been the halved romaine, like the full romaine heart that we just halved and throw on the grill.
Oh yeah.
What up, Birdie?
The have-nots, or the have-sos.
Yeah.
That's a little
But
bit. That's a little
you know, if you do it right, where it's just like a quick grill, you can still keep the integrity of the lettuce, but add some char.
Add a little bit of char.
Right.
Keep the integrity of the lettuce. We want to dry it out just a little bit, but we don't want it to become like paper, you know.
Now, if you find Swiss chard to be extremely bitter and not something you enjoy, but you wish you could enjoy this, something I may do before this would have been to blanch it and then completely pat it dry.
Yes.
Because with bitter greens like this, the more you cook them, the more of that bitterness comes out.
Maybe even like a blanch type brine, like dual
Happy
purpose
Saturday.
blanch brine might work. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be fun, but see, we got a little bit of crispiness here. That's what we're going for. Sometimes a lot of crispiness, that's okay. Some of these got thicker ribs up in the center, and that's all right. You know, we're just going for texture right here. So, you know, if you like lettuces and you also like crispy things and you like flavor, this could be a good move for you. I don't know. It's up to you. And I was kind of surprised to learn that this is not a brassica.
You know, I had honestly thought it was a brassica. I was like, I don't talk about it with brassicas, but it feels brassica-y to me. And what I mean by brassicas is the plant family. I am the mustard queen, so I'm very familiar with mustard plants, like ones in the same plant family, but that's going to be along the lines of kale and cabbage and broccoli, cauliflower, kohlrabi. So many things. Robbie.
Kohlrabi. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I haven't heard from him lately.
Yeah.
Oh,
so we were very surprised to find that Swiss chard is not part of that family. Though I never talk about it, so I'm not that surprised. But it's more of in the beet family. So the stems are going to be a bit more like sweetened celery with a little earthiness in there. These leaves are going to have that bitterness, but there is that earthiness to it. By cooking it, we are bringing out some of the sweetness that comes out naturally.
A little bit of crispiness. And as it kind of sits on top of each other, it's going to steam a little bit.
Steam and soften,
so we're going to lose some of the crispiness there. We're going to get the flavors from the crispiness, and that one's a little bit more crispy. We're going to lose, and we're going to lose a few other things too.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's what we do. You know, but it's give and take. You just can't have it. You just can't have it all. Like, not out here, not today.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do with Swiss chard. This is what we decided to do today, you know?
Yeah. So, you know, it's a little give and take, but these are all, as we kind of pile them on top of each other, they're steaming a little bit, they're reintegrating, they're working that moisture back inside the leaves, and they're working some of that flavor through with the char, and it's just going through all these wild veins that you see over here, you know? So that's kind of what's happening. I don't know. I think so. That's what I like to think that's happening. And we do have a very hot grill. So we picked...
we always grill our lettuces first.
We like to grill our lettuces when our grill is the hottest.
Right. Because we're going for a quick, short time to cook.
It's usually always first because that's usually when our grill's the hottest, but it may not be. But the most important thing is first, last, whatever, when your grill's gonna be the hottest. And it's gonna be the most smokeless. Because they're going to catch a bunch of smoke, and sometimes you don't want all the smoke, you know.
Right.
But sometimes
I love it.
I don't know. It's up to you. You guys get to figure it out.
All right, and so now we got these stems too, which are hardier.
Yeah, so they get to grill for a little bit longer, and that's going to be fun too.
Yeah. So should we put those on the grill, and then I guess I got to start working on
Yeah, I'm going to work on the stems. I'm going to work on these stems, which is not very hard because I just kind of got to let them, you know, I got to watch them a little bit less close than I did the greens.
All right. Cool, cool. I'm gonna put us back into our prep station. Excuse me for a moment while I plug in the little umbrella that we have. There we go.
All right, and then I gotta go check on the game, folks. You got a pop-up over here.
Oh no, oh no, oh geez.
Oh no.
We're not ending the live, no.
No, why would we do that?
No, we would never. Never. I mean,
Yeah.
not without food or with an indication of a break, right?
Not without closure.
Not without closure. So I do want to get a salad dressing started. We talked about a few different salad dressing ideas. So we were kind of thinking of like a basic lemon garlic vinaigrette kind of thing. I got this new garlic toy here that I've been meaning to try, because typically with my garlic, what I'll do is with my garlic, I will peel a bunch of this ahead of time, and then I'll process it, and then I'll store it in the freezer and just kind of whip it out like that. That method doesn't really work super well with things like salad dressings where we're not cooking it. I mean, the frozen garlic does thaw very quickly in a dressing, so it could work. But this is my first time using this guy. It's got a little like, we'll see. There we go. I guess with the garlic that you choose, you just want it as thinly sliced as the dice that you want. Okay, and I like this thing too because I'm gonna store it in the fridge. But anyway, first time using it. We'll see how convenient it is for me to use it day to day, right? It's kind of my thing. I don't like really deciding how good a product is until I've spent some time with it to see if it's good in the day to day. Like there's this one girl going viral right now because, you know, she's showing off this cast iron juicer, and she's doing cast iron juicing and talking about how much better it is than an electric juicer. And the more I watch those, it's like, wow, that's so right, because while the electric juicer is so great for quickly juicing things, then you got to clean it. And so for a day-to-day thing, it's not the same. Not the same. Oh, this live got 2,894 likes in the past 5 minutes. We appreciate you tapping your screens. We appreciate you being here.
We do. We know you have so much football to watch, and so do we. And so that's also why I was going.
Right.
Kind of doing that.
Right.
But
how is it?
It's 27 to 21. Georgia is in the lead. Tennessee has the ball, and they got a nice chunk.
Let us know who you're rooting for today. Any college game. We're just letting you know that's what we're into.
Second and something Tennessee, but you know, we're coming back. This isn't a sprint. It's a marathon.
What's so funny about this game is like we're such like Knoxville fans, but we're in Nashville, right? And he's from Georgia, and we're rooting against Georgia right now. So sometimes we root against my hometown, which is Nashville, and sometimes, like right now, we're rooting against his.
Yeah, but also, yeah, with Vanderbilt and all. Yeah. Another.
Okay, I think I might be a giant fan of this thing, of the garlic thing. You just have to like
slice it. I thought you were gonna say Vanderbilt, and I was just gonna have to leave
God.
you. Right,
And then I would have to leave you.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have to leave you.
I didn't think there would be something I could do in the show that could have that. But
Just be it. No. Yeah. No. That would have been it.
no, that would have been the thing. That would have been the thing.
No. So it's fun. Yeah, I grew up in Georgia, and then East Tennessee. I also grew up there, so I kind of grew up in both places, and I just liked the better place.
Is it hot there today? Yes, it is.
It is hot. It's like 90 something outside.
No, we were out and about doing things yesterday, and it actually felt like fall yesterday. Like we chose to sit outside when we went to a restaurant. Like it was just so perfect out there, and now it's like hot again. And it's like, you know what? This might be one of our like last super hot lives of the year.
This is the basis of our show, the chard. This is Swiss chard.
It's a chard salad.
Right, we tried to get as close as we could to you know, a Tennessee color. It's kind of yellow. It's not quite orange over there. And then we tried to get as close to a Georgia color, which is perfect because it's kind of pink. And so yeah, that's what we did over here.
There's a couple different dressings we were wanting to make, but this first one I want to make, we're going to use the rest of our white balsamic vinegar. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what balsamic vinegar is, are you familiar with what vinegar is in general, right? Balsamic vinegar is made from fermented grapes, just like wine is.
Rocky
but
Top,
you'll always be home, sweet home to me.
Woo! Good old Rocky Top.
Woo!
Rocky Top.
Tennessee.
So yeah, so Tennessee just scored a touchdown.
Oh, this is actually not so white. Okay, so what vinegar is? Vinegar is essentially like over fermented something, like basically over fermented alcohol. That's what wine is. Like you make balsamic from over fermenting wine, like halfway in between. Now, because they purposefully meant to create the vinegar, of course the wine stage in between isn't going to taste as good as regular wines, right? It's just meant for that acid formation. But with balsamic, like the dark balsamics, it's from when they sit them in the barrels, and so it's going to be a lot sweeter, like, and a bit like a smokier, mustier thing with that dark balsamic. This is a white balsamic where it doesn't get as much barrel aging time, but from what I see of it, because it is a designated of Italy, they might have actually done some barrel time.
It's a De Modena.
De Modena.
Yeah. So is it as sweet? Trini is asking, is it as sweet as the regular?
The white balsamic isn't going to be as sweet. Like it's like the darker balsamic is going to have a bit, and it's even going to be a bit more viscous because of that like sugar that exists in it. So it's going to have more of that texture. But the white balsamic, so this isn't even as thick as regular balsamic. I guess I want to pour
this. It's like the champagne of balsamics, I guess.
Yeah, because even with balsamic, it's a designation of origin kind of thing. Kind of like Dijon, where it's like Dijon can be made outside of Dijon, but when it has the Properto d'Italia, like that means it's like, oh, this is actually Italian stuff, not,
Yes.
So
that
they do call this white, but I guess with the amount of time it's been sitting, or maybe it did sit more.
Had it for quite
oftentimes
a while.
it's clear. Oh, we've had this one for a
while?
while?
Yeah, we've had it for a while.
Okay, so it's actually
that's
aged.
why it's not so white.
Okay. But oftentimes this comes like as clear as like a white wine vinegar.
The taste is not like that of your traditional, like darker balsamic, right?
No, it's not. It's not as sweet.
It's not. It's very much not as sweet. And so when we add this in sriracha, I think some
oh yeah, I hadn't gotten to the part where I'm adding sriracha
crap, I didn't,
to it.
Spoiler.
Spoiler
guys.
alert. How dare. So anyway, we are making a sriracha balsamic vinegar, Rhett.
And Tennessee
for a
is
salad.
playing Georgia right now. Or Georgia is playing Tennessee.
So I have some of this balsamic vinegar. I have some olive oil. Typically when I'm making vinaigrettes, I do a lot more oil than balsamic, but because balsamic, it's not going to be as acidic, it's not as harsh. I don't know the pH of balsamic at the top of my head, but it's not going to be as harsh. So I can actually do more of a 50-50 split with this. Now, if I wanted to add additional vinegar, maybe not so much. And now I'm adding some Dijon, got some Grey Poupon. So I shook it up. But mustard, it's a very good emulsifier. That's why it is used in salad dressings, but also it supplies that bitter component to kind of balance everything out. So that's why mustard is an amazing addition to salad dressings. So maybe if I was mincing this for this, I would have grated it a bit more. You know what? Yeah, because these are really good for like sauteing chunks of garlic. I don't like it for dressing. That's my first time using that garlic chopping toy, but it's actually called Joy. Right.
Oh, did you like the garlic chopping toy?
I do, but like it's not as diced as I would like for a dressing. Like it would be very good for like cooking and sauteing stuff.
Yes, cooking and sauteing, mirepoix, something like that. Oh, microplane. I was about to ask if you needed it, but apparently you don't because you already got it. So where our grill is hot, you gotta kind of close the lid on it to like preserve the time a little bit. But I got these veggies that you've been staring at and probably wondering, when are they gonna put that on the grill?
Right. But we are making a charred salmon salad.
Yes.
Char. Can you char?
So I guess we're gonna start out with a little bit of kind of everything, and I got another bowl to place it in over there.
I'm not going to salt this until I taste it, and I'm not going to taste it until I emulsify it.
Layers of complexion.
I like how I set out. Oh wait, I was gonna do a lemon and garlic one with the next dressing. This is the sriracha balsamic. We're gonna try it out. We were like, you know what, this sounds really good. Like for some reason, sriracha balsamic sounded really good. And whenever we were like looking up recipes to see what other people were doing with this kind of thing, just about everybody was pairing it with chard.
Yeah,
like,
I know, right? Like, so we were on that wavelength.
Yeah, so it's just like, apparently sriracha balsamic is perfect for this. So
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Let's see what the sriracha balsamic tastes like.
All right, so we got, no one overshadow this so you guys can see some of this grill action going on over here.
Right.
Wow. Wow.
How does sriracha go with balsamic like that?
That's mind-bending. I think it needs a little bit more sriracha though. Do you?
Yeah, because I also have honey over here that I was
Man.
planning on adding to it in case we needed a bit more sweetness.
But
I
no,
think
the sweetness
in the sriracha
the sweetness
and the sweetness in the balsamic pair so well together. Like,
Man.
how is this a perfect match?
I'm really impressed. I'm very impressed with that. Like I've never had sriracha balsamic there.
Yeah. Especially, like, I was kind of disappointed that was a darker balsamic. I felt like it would have gone well with a lighter, but I'm glad it's darker and sweeter and muskier. I didn't even add any salt yet to it. Do you think it needs salt?
No, I don't really think so because
What is the sodium amount?
We're gonna have plenty of salt.
There's
later.
a good amount of salt in the mustard and in the sriracha, so I actually don't think it needs salt.
We're always going to be finishing with salt, so we're on a little bit less salt side here than we normally would be.
So, about equal parts of the oil and white balsamic. This is more of like a tan balsamic at this point, but equal parts of these. And then I want to say I used about a 1/4 cup each, then followed it up with a 1.5 tablespoons of sriracha, taste and adjust, and grated a clove of garlic in here, and then a teaspoon of the Grey Poupon, Dijon, or whatever mustard you have on hand. But y'all, this is just, I can't get over. I'm surprised by this flavor combo. Yuck, finger dipping. It's okay because it's me and my husband enjoying it. Now, if I had friends over or anything like that, we would not be so lackadaisical, but it's me and my husband. It's fine. We share germs. And y'all, welcome to FoodTokTV, where you can just come onto TikTok and watch live cooking shows daily. On Saturdays, we typically start at 4 p.m. Central, but we start at 4:30 because our neighbor was mowing the lawn and, you know, all that. But Monday through Saturday, we have 4 p.m. shows on FoodTokTV. Loving this grill in action with the butter stick squash, the ping tung eggplant.
Trini mentioned she was not aware that they made a white balsamic.
Yeah, and the difference between the white balsamic and the dark balsamic is the amount of time in the barrels. And so the dark balsamic is going to spend a lot more of that time, and that's why it actually needs more of that like Italian designation of origin, so you know that it was sitting in the right barrels for the right amount of time. That's why there's like cheap.
Yeah, yes.
That's why there's like cheap balsamic and then like not cheap balsamic. Oh yeah, but it's a grape must. It's essentially over fermented grape must. That's what balsamic vinegar is.
All right, so we have some of these guys on here.
Oh, are you just gonna
We're gonna do
them back in the same bowl, or do you need a new bowl?
I got a new bowl underneath this bowl over here because, but you know,
I'm gonna step inside for an AC break.
the same bowl. Yeah, we need a little bit of AC break, a game break too. She's got to check on the game, man, and she's gonna come back and report, hopefully, what is going on in the game. And so you're over here with me now. I don't know. Should you get closer? I think you should. Let's bring you guys a little bit closer to the action while Tay is away. Oh, there we go. Is that all right? Can we see that? We got our shades on today because, you know, normally we're not as smart and we don't. But yeah, so we just we split our ping tong eggplant. It's an Asian eggplant. I think it's a Thai version of eggplant. So we split that in half, and we got these over here grilling up nicely. So we got a few rounds on here. We have our butter stick squash, or butter stick zucchini. I don't know if it's a squash or a zucchini. I'm not really clear on that, but it doesn't really matter because it tastes amazing. Taylor scored it up all nice, so we're getting these nice little grill marks on it, and I appreciate her for doing that because she's amazing. If you didn't get Taylor as a wife, you messed up. I'm sorry. Hate to tell you that. Love to tell you that. So we have some squashes. We got our bowls. We're going to be swapping them out. I'm going to be putting them into the bigger bowl. And normally I like to put them right back into the, any veggies or anything like that. I like to put them right back into the bowl that I tossed them in. But since we have so many veggies in that bowl, that's not practical. Maybe we'll do a little switcheroo. Maybe we won't. I don't know. We're just going by the feels over here, guys. So yeah, I got a new veggie bowl up here, or new veggie bowl down here, and I got a current veggie bowl over here. And we're grilling, so we're just letting them do their thing. We're over here loving it, trying to go back inside to enjoy the game here and there when we can.
Lynn says Yankees 4, Red Sox 2.
Yankees 4, Red Sox 2. Ooh, Yanks and Red Sox.
I'm still cooling down and hydrating, but I want to remind y'all that this is the tailgate. I'm still cooling down and hydrating. I should probably. I was echoing there for a second.
She was listening to it in there.
I was, but also cooling down. But y'all, Tailgate is the FoodTokTV Saturday show. So we're going to talk about sports sometimes, but we also tailgate other things. So be sure to tell us who you're rooting for. And there are other shows.
Tell us who you're gating for.
Tell us who you're gating for. How are you, Alice? Welcome in. And then Sean was saying that he's watching us while he's cooking. He's got some shrimp, corn, onion, potatoes, and Dr. Pepper. I'm not sure if that's part of the dish or his drink of choice, but I can respect the Dr. Pepper game. Go sports, Alice.
Either way, Sean, like you're doing the right thing by getting out there and cooking and doing something. And like, Sean, what kind of games are you into?
I love how that looks like with the sword.
I was telling him that my lovely wife cross-hatched them for us because she did. Look at that.
Yeah, maybe I went through a little thick sometimes.
I like that. That looks that's
I went
cute.
through a little thick sometimes, but you know what?
In the thick of it.
In the thick of it.
Some of this other school. What's this green one called?
Caserta?
Caserta.
Yeah. Alice says she's getting her face on for her sister's birthday last night or yesterday all day. We were celebrating Ryan's birthday, and part of that was the farmer's market. Ryan!
Yeah, I lost one. Trying to show you, that's okay. It was an example. That was a training aid. We're okay. We're okay to lose it, but we got some nice grill marks on these. We did get we got a huge bounty from the farmer's market.
Yeah, but the Caserta squash is the one with like the thin but like the dark kind of lines on the outside of it.
Yeah.
And it's an early producing summer squash. So you may be seeing a lot of those in your farmer's market. We kind of chose this recipe because our farmer's market was offering a lot of squash and a lot of eggplant. And so this is the ping tung eggplant, which is named after a city in Taiwan. Taiwanese eggplant. Happy belated birthday, Ryan.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It was a wonderful birthday. I had a great birthday. Got to spend it with my lovely wife. And we went shopping. That's what we do. And it was really fun. But we went around to a bunch of farmers markets and stuff too. So like that's another thing that we love to do. So we frequented.
That used to be our Saturday routine before the tailgate. And so we were thinking about possibly doing more visits to the farmers market before our shows and letting the farmers market decide what we make.
Yeah, because this is farmers market season, guys. If you don't know, like if you have no clue why we're over here doing like eggplants on football Saturday, this is why, because it's a thing. Like this is in season, football's in season, we're here in season.
'Tis the season for football.
And we're all hanging out, and you know, we like that.
If y'all are a fan of the cool produce, we have Des. She is on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Central, and she's in Puerto Rico, and she uses a lot of their produce that, you know, she has an avocado tree in her yard, all sorts of cool things.
Stand in there. I'm gonna go check on the game.
Alrighty, let us know how it goes. Well, now you're here with me. But like the thing that actually really designated what we were doing was when we found these yellow squashes, because the label and what they called them were butter stick squashes. And with the edges of the squashes, I wonder if I have more of these to show y'all, but they did look like sticks of butter. And it was butter stick squash. I thought that was the coolest thing. The coolest thing. And so with squashes, some of them are going to have like a thinner skin, some of them are going to have a thicker skin. Now technically all of the skins are going to be edible, it's just whether or not you want to eat them. So some of the softer skin ones, yeah, absolutely.
First
like,
down, Tennessee.
Woo! But as far as grilling, like even with a thick skin, I want to keep the skin on to like kind of be the bowl. The free nature's bowl, you know? Yum, yum, yum. Let me see if I can find a butter stick that I haven't thrown on the grill yet. I'm going to show them a butter stick.
Yeah.
Did someone really come into my comment section trying to educate me about mustard? What? Sorry, I was going inside to share to grab some more of the butter sticks that we got because they were really
Touchdown,
cool.
Tennessee!
Woo! Everyone take a touchdown dance break. And I'm going to do that with these orange squashes. But like, don't they look like butter sticks? Like they're so cute. I need to make a touchdown emote. I'm making a touchdown emote. I'm going to do it. Someone remind me. Where is the meat? I hope it's done already. So we haven't done the meat. Today we're doing salmon. We decided to do salmon because we were really wanting to focus on the produce and stuff like that. We do have some salmon. Don't worry, salmon's coming out. Now, a lot of times you will see us doing, you know, pork and brisket and steak, and we've done all sorts of chicken dishes and all sorts of things. We love salmon. We love a good salmon salad. It's such a cool thing to grill. And, you know, I don't want the tailgate to be a show where every time you see us, we're just having like really like hearty food, but not food that makes you feel the best after, you know? Because sometimes when you tailgate, you're going to the game, but you still got things to do after. Still got things to do. Let's see. Look at that. This is the Caserta, the one with the like the thin
The
green.
fire is on. The fire is on, and it's burning very clean.
Oh yeah.
You might not see it, but it's sitting around there.
Oh,
I think
it's
it was
hot.
around 425, like grill temp, when we last checked it.
Woo! Oh, you guys saw that catch?
Oh. And we got the mustard queen over here grilling for you.
And you know what? Mustard is in season because the grill times for mustard, they are pulled, it's either going to be mid-fall or mid-spring. It's a mid-season plant.
Oh yeah, so you like a spring harvest or a fall harvest.
Which I was going to wait to talk about this, but I'm really excited about the lettuce, like some of our crusher lettuce that we have going later on for the salad that we're using. Because Ryan got this one that has
Hi, Caroline.
it's like a bunch of field greens, but then there's also broccoli sprouts in here. And I just wanted to share how cool it is because these are what pretty much every brassica sprout looks like.
Yeah,
like all
yeah,
the flowers,
they all
like
look
all of the
like that.
petals are gonna have, you know, the 2 hearts, and then they're gonna be combined to be like 4 petals. And brassicas, as far as like broccoli, cauliflower, mustard, cabbage, kale, all these, brassicas actually used to be called cruciferous vegetables, and that's because of their sprouts. Like when they start sprouting, they kind of look like the crucifix, right? But switch the name to brassica. But the 4 petals are like, this is half of the 4 petal thing, very indicative of a brassica.
How are we doing over here on the grill?
I don't know. I've been talking about brassicas. I don't know. You're the grill guy. Oh, look at that. I think you came in just in time to pull it.
Taylor's got it. Taylor is working it.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, look at how like charred that is. Oh, I love it. Because for our salad, we are going to be cutting them into smaller pieces. But
Yeah.
oh,
Gonna be chopping them up a little bit, and after these guys are done, then we're full on salmon, right?
yeah, then we just got salmon to grill, and then we just got a salad to set up, and that's it.
And we basically.
I like how we decided to call this a short show, and we're still over. Whew.
Sorry guys, we got game distractions. We didn't make the schedule. Nobody.
Right. Like
Nobody
I
literally
was shocked
made
we're
the
already
schedule.
playing Georgia.
I know. It's a very this is our 3rd game.
Okay, so I'm gonna have
As
to move some of
Tennessee
these into more of the center to where I actually. Oh no! I'm seconding rule that one, but I'll put it to the side so I recognize.
It's just us. Don't worry about it.
It's just us. No, someone was like, "Oh, you're putting fingers in your salad dressing." And it's like, oh, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't want to know where Ryan's fingers have been.
No.
Oh wait.
You don't.
In other salad dressings. I was talking
in
about
other
other salad
sal-
dressings and other food. This is a
And
family channel.
On the ground, they've been fingers on. I got fingers on the ground, folks.
Dishes. He's been doing dishes.
Been doing dishes.
That was a close one,
Yeah,
Ryan.
and washing my hands after that. Too.
And washing his hands. Yeah.
After all that dirty stuff that I've been doing, I've been washing my hands. So don't y'all worry about it.
But you know what? That is actually something I consider when I eat at other people's houses. It's like, what is, you know, their day to day. Or like, you know, I know that a majority of my friends don't also have a food handler's license. I have a food handler's license. But I actually don't consider my food handler's license until my food is feeding people that aren't me and Ryan. I mean, like, I still know that stuff, if that makes sense. But I feel like it way more vigilant.
Babs says, "Go Ryan, go Babs, go Babsy, go Tennessee."
And you know what? I'm gonna get my cut glove. I'm gonna go ahead and mandolin some onions while I'm sitting next to it, waiting for it to cook.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pop in and make sure this grill situation is okay over here. What, you good? No, looks good. Yeah, like it. Taylor's been doing a fantastic job over here.
Oh, you have a license with the health department. Cat Dog Gang changed her name to Cheryl. I'm still gonna call her Cat Dog Gang. But also, Cheryl, it's nice to know a first name, you know, rather than a moniker. I think a lot of people are glad to know that my name is Taylor rather than just calling me the Mustard Queen. Though I do get professional emails calling me the Mustard Queen, so that is completely okay if that's the only name you know me as. You know?
So yeah, man, we're almost closed.
Changing
out
it back
here with
soon. Yeah, I know you got that 7 days.
We're almost closed out here with these veggies. Keeping a little eye on them. We got the grill. The grill is very hot, by the way. And so by design, we're cooking our salmon last on the grill over here.
Because that's another thing.
We want to grill it. We don't want to smoke it.
We're grilling it.
But we also want to put the lid down on it, and so that's going to be, it's going to be kind of
So
boring.
it's imparting that smokier flavor, but one thing that we were talking about earlier when we were telling you guys our plans about the salmon is we're trying to reduce the amount of albumin, right? And a lower cooking temperature is one of the things that helps. Because what albumin is, it's that white protein that's in salmon that just kind of like oofs
Look
out.
at that bubble. Look at that bubble action, y'all.
Yeah,
I don't want to I don't want to melt the phone, so I gotta come back over here.
But that
But it's
albumin,
alright.
like when you're cooking salmon, is going to be that, like, you know, part of the protein. It's part of a protein that comes from the liver, yada, yada, yada. And it's very similar to myoglobin in the sense of, like, it starts to ooze out as it's being cooked. Now, when you're cooking salmon, it's not a bad thing if you get this white albumin, part of the protein from the fat, oozing out. It's not always the best looking, and it can be indicative of you overcooking your salmon. So even if you don't overcook your salmon, you can get it because it's a result of, like, the flesh constricting. So we're going to be doing things that have a less constricting activity with that salmon. We let it get to room temperature completely first. We're going to be cooking it at a lower temperature rather than like a harsh, you know, high heat to where it constricts super quick. A lower, slower is going to be the way to go with that. Patting it dry is going to be another thing that helps. I think we got a touchdown. I hear Ryan screaming. Hey, we got a touchdown. We got a touchdown.
Fumble recovery,
Fumble
Tennessee, 30-35, Georgia versus Tennessee.
Y'all, the way that Ryan is actually invested in this show at all.
Sorry,
I have
guys.
a great
I'm sorry.
husband. No, honestly, it's a testament to your husbandness.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to be half pregnant over here, but I am.
Oh yeah, you got to take care of this
Yes.
squash.
The squash. Oh, that's a good looking one. I like that one. Oh, that one. I like that one.
And you
I
know,
like
I've
that
been
one.
shaving this red onion on the mandolin, and I haven't even been talking about it. I am wearing a safety glove, and I'm calling it quits after cutting this far. But red onion, when it's shaved, it's just such a better experience than diced, or, you know, it's just like a blessing of acidity rather than
A blessing
It's a
of
blessing
acidity.
of acidity rather than like a harsh, you're gonna get acid. You know? Like, it feels like a difference. So that's
I
why
like
I
it.
like to
Yeah,
use the
yeah, no.
mandolin
The
to shave
shave-
those.
We like our red onions shaved over here, clean shaven.
Right. And if you're cutting by hand, we'll even sit there and try to make them as paper thin as possible. I do respect the crunch in a salad. I do. I don't think the red onion is that crunch.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. It is a great grill. We appreciate you noticing.
Oh yes, we got a similar knockoff for the acorn, the egg, for a wedding present. And then it was our 5-year wedding anniversary that it ended up, we had to replace it because like the bottom rusted out. And we've had this one, oh my gosh, how many years have we been married? Okay, so we've had this one 3 years now. So yes.
Oh, that one is looking good. Man, we got some
So
good.
we've been married 8
we
years,
got
been
some.
together 13.
Yes, we have, and we got some good little aubergines over here on our grill. And
Ooh,
they're
we have a dogs fan in the
cooperating for us.
comments. Ooh.
Dogs fan in the comments. Uh-oh, what?
Shad says wishes the Nats were
I
doing
bet-
better. Lost 5-1.
I
Ugh.
bet.
You know what? Tomorrow we're going to be feeling your pain, Sean, because we are Titans fans.
I bet Sean's kicking his stumpy little legs and being like,
Ah, 51K likes.
How did Smokey's stumpy little legs get up this high?
Ooh.
We don't know. It's a battle of two stumpy little legged dogs.
So now we got to grill the salmon, and then we'll be ready for salmon salad time. And I got to bring the lettuce greens inside. I just really wanted to show you all those microgreens. I swear, if you ever leave one of my shows and you don't learn something, please send me a message because I'll make it better next time. Microgreens
man,
are
I
super
like-
educational.
I like this. I really like where we are on the grill right now for the salmon. I'm gonna close the grill so we can move it back into focus over here on the.
Because we're going to be
on the
closing the
block.
grill with this. Did you avocado oil the bottom of it at all?
I did not. But that is the thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna move you guys back over here. Are we in focus? I think so.
Kind of.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe. As in focus as
Hey,
it will ever be.
will y'all let me know, is Melissa Murd live right now on her own page? because I know she was in here earlier, but I wasn't ready for her to see the thing.
Oh man, they smell wonderful. They smell like cooked squashes and eggplants.
Yeah.
Give them a shot of that.
Oh yeah. All these grilled eggplants. This is the ping tong eggplant. We also have the caserta squash, and then we have the butter stick squash that we had scored. The scoring isn't necessary, but dang, is it not pretty. She's not, okay. If Melissa shows up, I'll show her my thing, but otherwise I'll show you guys soon too. We got these. We got to grill the salmon. We're also going to do some tomatoes. Now, when I'm buying these tomatoes, these type of tomatoes, it's always by weight. Or at least where I live, they always sell these types of tomatoes on weight. And I used to actually like take them off the vine because it's by weight. But the thing is, the vine actually keeps the tomatoes alive so much longer. So even though by weight you're paying a little more for the vine that you're not eating, it's kind of worth it to extend the shelf life. Now, we bought these yesterday. We could have actually avoided the vine because we knew exactly when we were getting them. But if you're buying week to week, on the vine is a way to buy tomatoes to where it's gonna last a lot longer on your counter. And don't refrigerate tomatoes. Quit refrigerating tomatoes. Where are you guys refrigerating tomatoes? Gosh.
Don't do it.
Quit refrigerating your tomatoes.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. No good.
Now, when they're diced ahead of time, yes, refrigerate them. But like even then, I don't want to dice them up ahead of time too much. Like even when I worked in restaurants, they were only good 8 hours. And that was generous.
So Tennessee went down. They cashed in on.
She's not live. Okay, she's not. Okay.
Tennessee went down. They cashed in on the field goal, and now it's 30-38. Georgia to Tennessee.
Hey, what's that tip you have about the is it the cucumber, like with the budding end, or is it a zucchini?
I just chop off both of the butts.
Yeah, because one of these butts, as it's still on, it's trying to get nutrients, and if it can't get nutrients, it's going to kill off everything else. So you cut off the butt to actually save it. And that's the same for a lot of like squashes and stuff too. There's one where it's like the flowering part where like you know what? No. What it is you want to chop off the part that's flowering, because as a plant is growing and nearing its cycle, what a plant wants to do is to seed more. It wants to seed more. So it's going to take energy from the rest of the plant to produce more seeds. So you got to cut off the end that's flowering. There we go.
What a plant wants when a plant seeds.
Oh my gosh.
Just on the grill for me.
Oh, you want to put the salmon on?
I do. Is it ready? We're ready to go?
I did not grape seed the bottom of it.
Okay. All right.
And so we didn't add any oil to the top of this or anything. We just pat it dried and then added the seasoning to it. Part of our technique with the salmon is making sure we don't get the albumin, that like white part, which it can happen. But some people think it's indicative of you overcooking your salmon, which it can happen when you overcook your salmon, but just because you get it doesn't mean you overcooked it. So we want to prevent having it so people don't think you overcooked your salmon, right? And so it's at room temperature. We don't want it cold. That whiteness is a result of the mussels and like the flakiness constricting. So because we're starting warm, the grill isn't going to be super hot. It's going to be like a lower, slower method here. We're also going to add grapeseed oil to the bottom of our salmon, not the top. We're just going to do the bottom of the salmon, and that's because crispy skin.
Yeah, crispy skin. We want crispy skin. Actually, I'm going to use avocado oil.
Avocado oil.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's a little.
We are so almost out of this. Like, we buy this stuff in bulk. Avocado oil, just because it's such a great grill oil.
Yes. Oh, if you give me some. Oh, yeah, I love it. I think that's enough for both. I really like that. Sometimes, like, if you don't like your salmon to be so fishy, like, don't cook it with the skin on. But if you want to cook it with the skin on, I really recommend that if you're going to be grilling it at a somewhat high temperature, that you oil it. I think that is the call here.
Right, but the fleshy part of the salmon isn't going to hit the grill.
Yes, and
We're just gonna cook on the skin, do that. And so Kathy had just come in. She's one of our Food Talk TV fans behind, sorry. And she just came in and be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Is it basil? I'm curious as to what I was saying when she commented that. Because, you know, I'm a big fan of learning about the plants. I'm sure y'all are aware I'm a big fan about learning about the plants that we eat. You know, and that's my thing with mushrooms. Like when people cook mushrooms, they always treat it like a vegetable, but it's not a vegetable, it's a fungi, right?
yes.
So my thing is like knowing what you're cooking. I love it when sunglasses do it. It means nature just wants me to look cool. We have those electric grinders too, like for our salt and pepper. But we have learned that when we're cooking, you know, the electric grinders just ruin the aesthetic. So now when you see us and you're like, wow, look how fancy they are. We have the electric grinders inside. Ryan, you want a cucumber? He'll be right back out. I went to go check on the game. 30-38. UT Vols are winning. I'm very fortunate Ryan is even considering spending his time with me today. Of that. So, he'll get his cucumber snack later. We are cooking the salmon nice and low and slow. I know he said he wanted to put the lid on it, but he's not here, so I'm not going to do that for him. So, where in Texas is this? We are actually in Nashville. We're in Nashville. Hey Ryan, you want some cucumber snacks? Also, did you see the score?
I do. Yes, I did. We're coming to the close of this game, which actually doesn't mean anything, but it's 30-38. There's like 5 minutes and something to go, and Georgia is attacking. They're threatening. So yeah, that's what's happening. And I'm in and I'm out because I'm trying to watch this game.
So it is in your best interest, Ryan, for us to get these salmon salads ready.
I know. So we got the salmon on, we got the skin oiled, we've got the lid closed, and that's where we want to be. A little bit of smoke.
So guys, we discussed at great lengths how we wanted to cut these tomatoes, and there was quite a debate. This is what we settled on. Let us know if you would have done a dice, a slice, or a half moon, or a full wedge. We decided on half wedges. You know, when things are slippery slidey like this, when you're trying to cut, of course, salting the tomatoes is always good, but I'm more so like salting the thing that it stands on. So that way there's a grip. There we go.
3:48 left in the fourth, and it's 30-38. Georgia is threatening. I think they just got a first down.
Oh man.
Yeah. So they're getting over there, but the worst they can do is tie it with a 2-point conversion. So
worst they can do is tie it.
You know, and leave some
Dad
time
says love
and
it.
leave some time on the clock. We don't want that.
Oh, Sean says that he missed us. He missed us for a bit. We miss you too. He's one of our longtime fans. We're a longtime fan of his as well. Des says loves the half wedge because I did talk about how this was a conversation.
Yes. Yeah,
this
it
was
was
a conversation.
This was a complete convo. And you salted them, right?
I actually was salting the cutting board to hold the tomatoes better, so there's salt on them by default.
Did you pepper them?
But I did not salt or pepper them. Ryan, I have the pepper right here. It's here, Ryan. Remember? The aesthetic thing I was talking about how we don't use the electric grinder because we don't want to. Yeah. We want to like pretend we actually like do things by the book here.
Bought machines for this.
I know, but it ruins the aesthetic. I promise you. Okay. Test. Let's test. Does the electric grinder ruin the aesthetic? Because I'm over here like, let me crush my pepper. Do you prefer that? All right, let's add some black pepper here. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the end of the world that you guys saw me use electricity. It's not the end of the world. It's fine.
It might be that I told you so, though.
I'm letting the audience tell me because I showcased both.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got some salmon over here. We're just letting it cook on that skin. We're going to let that skin get crispy. For our purposes, we're probably going to be removing the skin unless it's just completely delicious and we need to like add it as like skin cracklings.
Do I need another tomato?
I don't know. Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't want to.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Not for this. I don't want to cut too many. I don't want to cut too many. Because now I got to clean this off and we got to start setting up the salad.
Yeah, we got a whole lot of salad. We got a whole lot of flavors. We got the salmon over here. Salmon's getting cooked with the lid down. Unfortunately, sorry, can't let you guys see it. But we can check in on it every now and then. And yeah, so the skin side's down. The skin's been rubbed with avocado oil so that skin will get nice and crispy. Usually we're going to be removing the skin from it and putting that salmon on the salad because we don't want to like eat a bunch of scales in our salad. But when it gets crispy, it does something awesome, and the fat in that skin and the scales kind of get puffy and crusty and actually delicious. So
Des says she liked the first way where I was like being an artiste.
do you like the
as far as like with the pepper?
Yeah, I do too. I do too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I. Like,
I'm sorry. What was I? What was I? Ryan?
Sorry, I broke up that pass. Like, oh, look at the finger over here.
No, Ryan. Sorry. You said you were wrong, but I think you meant to say something else.
My wife Taylor Rose was right.
Oh yes. Yes.
On my birthday weekend.
That's oh man. Relationship magic right there. You know. Got some new plating dishes that we're really excited about, so we want to get started with the salad. We have some of this roasted squash that we're going to chop up, but we're going to start with some of our fresher things at the bottom.
Georgia, you got a touchdown.
No, that doesn't work.
Minutes left.
Minutes left. Georgia got a touchdown. Are they two-pointing it?
They have to attempt a two-pointer, or
I've already washed and dried these
do
inside
some
the
sort
container.
of like, wizardry. I don't know.
It's like a field green blend, and I'm gonna take some of these like broccoli sprouts that I was talking about because these make a way better like topping. I think I way overestimated what this would feel like on this plate. Ah! Oh, I got more. It's fine. There we go. So we'll start with the butter stick. So I do also have the tomatoes.
Georgia converts the 2 points, so it is 38 with like 2 minutes and 30 something seconds on the clock.
Oh, that's horrifying.
I know.
I got a bunch
but
of
it's fun though, right?
tomato juice at the bottom too while I'm doing this. I gotta get a paper towel.
And we're going for just full lakey over here, and we're like probably right.
I like how Ryan treated Georgia tying with Tennessee with the same amount of urgency as I had with the oh crap tomato juice.
Oh no, tomato juice.
I put some.
Oh no, Georgia juice.
Georgia juice. And then we have some of our mandolin red onions. If you are using a mandolin, please use proper care. I have heard more horror stories than, stories about how mandolins have changed people's lives for the better. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
I
saying.
love the shaved red onion. I would take a shaved red onion in a salad over a dice any day. It's just, I love a crunch in a salad, but I don't think the red onion's it. I mean, it adds some crunch, but I would prefer it to be thinner with that, like, quick brush of acidity. All right, there we go. Ryan never got his cucumber snacks. This is kind of like my fresh base because now I got all these like grilled squash.
Tennessee gets the ball at 2 minutes 32. The game's tied 38. Let's see what happens. I love it. I love this. Oh, this is very fun. This is kind of. Thank you, Wifey. Thank you. Sorry.
I mean, one of us has to be focused on the prize here.
Somebody's gotta. Yeah.
Now, I don't think I'm going to use all of this squash on this salad, but while the grill was on, right?
Right. And we have our salmon over here, and when it gets to a flaky point, which I think it's almost at. It's almost there.
Almost there. Low and slow. We're not wanting that, like, you know, the albumin, that like white protein of the salmon. We don't want that leaching out, so we're going low and slow with these.
Well, not so much low and slow, but it is
Lower, slower.
Lid on at about 380 degrees currently.
Oh my goodness, I am so upset.
About what?
Chard.
Chard. Oh no, chard.
Where's the chard?
Yeah, we did.
Because like literally this entire episode has been about the chard and
The
how we're charring the chard. The chard because
Well,
we charred the char.
that's okay,
And
we
about
can-
how the stems are different. Oh,
We can layer.
you want
it.
to try the
Yes,
stem?
I do.
Sweetened celery with a beet.
No, it's like BT celery.
Swiss
Very
chard is in the
earthy.
same plant family as the beet, and as you cook it, you really get those sugars a lot more. If I was blindfolded, and you fed this to me and told me it was a beet, I would have believed you, even though the texture is not right.
But I think we chop a lot of it up. As far
chop
as the
it?
greens, yeah, I think we chop it and then put it on top of those, and then more greens on top, and then we've almost got
Because
salmon.
we charred the stems and the leaves separately. We just did a few seconds because we wanted, like when it came off, it was super crisp, but as we stacked it with each other, it softened up because it basically steamed. And so this is kind of considered to be like a more bitter green. And so if you're not a fan of the like bitter green flavor, cooking it absolutely helps it. If you're really scared, you could have blanched these ahead of time. We didn't do that because we're not that scared. But cooking it definitely helps.
And so
See, look, it so slices like lettuce.
it does, and it's charred, and it's charred, and it's charred. So I guess that means you got to go with more veggies on top of that. You got to go the full out thing. Oh, yeah, you know, toss it on the plate. I like it.
And then we'll have to clean the rim to make it look like this was on purpose.
And so when we're not going to be
Like with the fresh.
we're not going to be temping our salmon. We just want to see if it's flaky, and I don't want to bust the skin on it, but I can tell that it is, and I can tell that it's at the perfect temperature.
Salmon is one of those
Too
I would
cold.
rather undercook than overcook.
Yeah, and we don't want to just tear it open because we're not animals. You know, that's why we do all this.
So I'm going to chop up some of these stems separately. Because these stems are such a different flavor than leaves. Like, holy crap, like it really does taste like celery and a beet had a baby.
It really does.
Like
it really
sweetened
does.
celery.
It's so fun.
With a
It
beet
is so fun.
umami, like earthiness to it.
I like
It's
the-
amazing.
Yes, and I look.
Like this is such a perfect fall thing.
Can you hear that sizzle in the bowl?
Oh,
Like that skin is still sizzling underneath there, and we got our salmon over here. So that's what we're doing.
perfect, perfection. I'm gonna wash my hands so the rest of the things I touch aren't scorched earth. And then Faye is here. Hello, hello. Salmon skin is the best.
Salmon
Now, Des,
skin,
she
yes.
is in our comments section. She is actually a FoodTokTV creator, and she is on Thursdays at 4 p.m. But she is FoodTokTV's resident vegan, so, but she
Sorry,
is
guys.
just on the same way of like understanding the plants and like the things. Like, I love it. So I appreciate you hanging out, Des, even though this isn't.
That salmon. I gotta go check
tea.
on this game.
I have to rinse. Hey, would you watch the salad for us? We'll BRB.
Yeah. Oh.
What's happening?
Minute 57, 38, 38. Minute 57, 38, 38. Georgia, Tennessee. Are we going to go into overtime? Can Tennessee do it? Run out the clock, seal the deal? Are they going to score something and give Georgia time on the clock? We don't know, but I predicted overtime, so I'm hoping.
He did predict overtime.
I'm hoping that works out.
So we have our squashes on here. There's some of our roasted chard. We have some mixed green with the fresh mixed green combined with the roasted chard. On here we got some of the chard stems in here, some of our seasoned tomato half wedges with some English cucumber that's seasoned over here. Got some of the lemons on here, so already almost there for a perfect salad. Right. But the salad dressing that we had made earlier that we were absolutely shocked by, I think something good happened on the football game. Okay, it was a first down, nothing big. He would argue. But anyway, the dressing that we had decided, and you know, I had said the idea, like, what do you think about a sriracha vinaigrette? Like sriracha with balsamic. And he was like, wow, that sounds really good. So I started looking online and seeing like the other things that people were doing with sriracha and balsamic as a thing. And just about all of them were Swiss chard recipes. Like, amazing. But for some reason, sriracha and balsamic, it doesn't make sense, but it's perfect. And with the balsamic, because it is a sweeter vinegar, I did more of a 50-50 with the olive oil. So about a quarter cup each olive oil, quarter cup balsamic vinegar. Then I did a tablespoon of sriracha, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and then grated a garlic clove in here. I didn't salt it because both the sriracha and the mustard had salt in it. I tasted, adjusted, the salt content is fine. But this, I was even going to do like a more simple lemon vinaigrette because I had no hope in this.
And we have just a tad over a minute and winding, and Tennessee is close to field goal position. So this one will be interesting, guys. And of course, I gotta give Taylor some chance to go watch the game too, because she's like, she wants.
Final thing with this salad is that we really wanted carrot in there, but we have baby carrots and we didn't have carrots to roast with everything else, and so the decision became to grate this over the top. We had gone to a restaurant that was viral for its Caesar salad.
Oh yeah,
and one of the things that was so good about the Caesar salad, first of all, it was a Caesar salad that was like half cheese. It was half cheese. I had zero problems with that. You know, but one of the things too that really made it was the lemon zest that was grated into the cheese as well. And so I didn't think about how important that would be, but like just this random like orange pop of color with a little bit of the raw carrot sweetness. And I was even talking to Ryan, I would probably snack on carrots a lot more if they weren't so thick and crunchy, right? Like it's almost like a problem. But I'm also not going to take the time to quarter my baby carrots to snack. But I thought a grated carrot would make a great
38-38. Tennessee in possession, in field goal range.
And we're also going to do some lemon zest.
Tennessee in possession, in field goal range, has the ball, and is running that clock down. Georgia took a timeout. So.
I love how my sunglasses keep doing this. And it only keeps like falling down on my nose when I'm doing something cool. So, for the sake of this, I would typically wait for this to be super, you know, completed, but we got to end the show.
We got to
end the show. We can't be here all day, but
other people want to have shows.
And I know, guys, it's sad. It's sad.
I know,
you guys want us to hang out all day, but it's okay. You can come back at 4 p.m. Central next Saturday. Or you can wait until tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central for Cass on FoodTokTV because we do the live shows every day.
But I think that we want closure
Ryan and
here.
we need closure. We need closure.
Tied up at 38.
You guys have to understand we need closure.
We're tied up at 38 with 37 seconds on it. Tennessee's in field goal range.
So Ryan, we gotta have the photo ready, or the photo op ready. So we gotta like clear things.
Yeah. Can you help me with that? Because I'm giving game day updates.
Ryan doing the important work here with the game day updates. The important FoodTokTV work. Now with a photo, whenever you're taking a food photo, first we're gonna wanna make sure we see elevation. We wanna make sure we see the entirety of it. We are outside, so we know it is well lit. But first thing you can do for a great food video or food photo is to make sure your station's clean. Or at least where you're filming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think something's good happening. Now, if you're outside and maybe a little overcast, you can still...
Tennessee out of bounds, just short of the first down.
So this is what it looks like.
On the
I am
clock.
about to put the salmon on here real quick because the salmon is too hot to be on the salad, but we gotta photograph.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, I
That
know.
is beautiful. I love the carrot. I love the orange on top of all the other colors. I'm digging that. So yeah, guys, like you don't usually get a play-by-play from us, but today you're getting that because of the circumstances.
Yeah, because of this like crazy game that we're. And by the way, testament to Ryan about how much he loves Food Talk TV. The fact that he's here when this is such an important game. He's the sports head of the household. However, I'm the only one with the fantasy football league that won second place last year.
We got 38 to 38, 12 seconds left to go. Tennessee within football range, within football range, field goal range, and we're running out the clock right now. So
I like to make sure I have
don't
plenty
know.
of angles when I'm taking it too, so that way you make the photo look more three-dimensional, right? Because when you're taking photos, I like doing the overhead photos so people can see everything, but it just looks so flat, especially when this is such a tall dish. So this is where I like to take photos at the angle like this. And I'm gonna take a bunch and I'll decide which one later. Oh, that's why I'm not reading comments. Melissa Murda's in here, which, y'all, this entire dish was inspired by a salmon salad, and we had gone to the farmer's market to use the produce that looked so good at the farmer's market. And the thing that looked so good at the farmer's market was the squash and the eggplant. We had so many squash and eggplant. So of course, what better way to store our sriracha balsamic dressing that we just created rather than using our eggplant dressing holder. That Melissa Murd sent me, yeah! That's why I was asking for Melissa Murd to come back in here earlier. It's like I've never had a more appropriate utensil for anything. So I'm gonna take a bite of the salmon, and with some of this lettuce, I'm gonna take a tomato and a squash. All right, here we go. Big bite of everything.
third down, 7 seconds. Tennessee took their second timeout. They have one remaining. Just trying to inch a little bit closer to that field goal line. So, if you're a Georgia fan, if you're a Tennessee fan, if you're any kind of a fan, this is a good game.
Right? Oh,
Ah. Uh-oh.
I have more squash underneath. Here we go. Gotta squash the salmon salad.
Yes. Do I get a bite?
Yeah, this is your bite.
Oh.
Oh, there's still salmon on the spoon too. This salmon is cooked so perfectly, and the things that we did to ensure that, like, look, it's very flavorful. We didn't get any of the like white protein cooking out of it because we did switch to a lower temperature. We pat it dry. We let the salmon come to room temperature, and we didn't do a whole lot of like shocking with it. So, and just because that white protein comes out doesn't mean it's bad, but we'd like to avoid it. So, the charred salmon salad. I wish I liked salmon. Oh, Katie, I wish you liked salmon too. But in case you don't like salmon, I feel like I also covered the vegetables very well in this episode of the Tailgate. And I'm gonna see if Ryan wants to say bye. Hey Ryan, we gotta sign off. You wanna say bye?
I know, dude, we have 7 seconds in the game.
Okay, there's 7 seconds in the game. You know, we have 7 seconds left in the game. Ryan is watching the game, so we will like live tell you because this has been a thing. Because we might go into overtime. And this is the tailgate. We're cooking centered around other events, right? That's what a tailgate is. All summer long, we've been tailgating things like the Planetary Parade, or I think we tailgated a children's birthday party once. But we're waiting on Ryan to let us know if we're hitting overtime, because we are Tennessee Vols fans and we're playing Georgia. It's a big rivalry. It's a thing. Are we going into overtime?
Of course, we had a false start before the snap. Tennessee within field goal range, 38-38, 6 seconds left in the game with a penalty flag.
And that would just be really rude if we signed off right now.
I know.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Can't do it.
We need closure.
But I also have to watch this TV.
So it's okay.
So, you've done a great job here. This is amazing.
The food is perfect, but also the point of the food on the tailgate is to celebrate the experiences we're having
at the tailgate.
At the tailgate. So, guys, what do you think? Do you think we're hitting overtime? Because right now it's 38-38. There was 7 seconds left before Ryan came back out here. Tennessee has the ball. We're Tennessee fans. We're close to field goal range, but Tennessee got hit with a false start, meaning that they're going to have to go back, and we're not. Field goal attempt?
Whoa.
What happened with the field goal attempt?
It's up. It's wide. 38-38.
Field goal attempt was made.
3 seconds left on the clock. Missed field goal.
I've never been to a tailgate with grilled salmon and salad. I need to tailgate with you guys. You know, if you tailgate every single week, you can't have every single week be cheeseburger sliders. You just can't do it. Some weeks, yes. But sustainability, things that work week in and week out. Guys, I'm really nervous. Hit that field goal, hit that field goal. I don't know what's happening. He's quiet. I don't think anything's good happening. He's quiet. Or he's stunned. And y'all, I didn't put any of these recipes on FoodTokTV.com. I wasn't sure what recipes anyone would be interested in. Currently, my obsession is the sriracha balsamic dressing, and I think I might share that one on the FoodTokTV.com webpage, just because it's good. It's really good. I want you guys to make this.
Tennessee, Georgia, 38-38. We're headed to overtime, baby.
Headed to overtime, y'all. Woo! Woo! So, thank you so much for joining us on the tailgate. We just finished tailgating overtime.
Yeah. And we have overtime, and I predicted overtime on my little computer thingy that like does things for me.
Hold on, wait, I'm gonna try it. No, when it was on purpose, it didn't work. It only worked when it was on accident. But thank you guys so much for joining us on the tailgate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We have this beautiful salad for you.
Enjoying this salmon salad, which, as Katie said, what kind of tailgate do you go to that serves grilled salmon and veggies at a tailgate?
The best kind of tailgate.
Our tailgate.
Tennessee tailgate. And if you didn't know, the inspiration behind this, Georgia is a red color. Tennessee is like a sunset orange color. Those two colors mixed together, we roughly determined that they would make salmon as a color. So we did salmon.
And, you know, we were at the farmer's market, and there were aubergines.
And there were aubergines, which is also a color. So many colors in sports and so many colors in the world. Pick yours, love yours, we love you, and thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for joining us on the tailgate. Join us next week, and be sure to tune in tomorrow for Sunday Night Live with Kaz. Thank you so much for joining, and happy mustarding.